Now, the next film I have, or films I should probably say, are the Ice Age sequels. Yep. Well, specifically, I probably, not all of them I like a lot. Specifically, I should probably say the two I do like are the most more are probably Ice Age 3 and Ice Age 4. Now, as a lot of people have pointed out, of course, yeah, I still have my VHS copy of the first film. Everybody always points out the first film's the best. I don't know too many people that hate or really friggin' dislike the second film, but a lot of people, well, it's kind of seen as like a meh film. The Also, Ice Age 3, I'm probably also kind of cheating on because I'm sure there are people who don't like it, but for the most part, it's kind of seen as it's by many it's seen as like the second best. But then there's the fourth film. That's the one that everybody always seems to really not like. That was the point where everybody thought this franchise needs to end, and then the fifth film was the one where everybody thought even more so this franchise needs to end. um but again, the second and the fourth and the fifth, I don't really hate them. It's just, well, they are just kind of maybe just a little dull. I guess the second one is probably better than the fifth, but in a sense, I guess. And well, anyways, with these two, first with Ice Age 3, Dawn of the Dinosaurs, what I do like about it is, again, I guess it's also another kind of style over substance film because it looks amazing. It's very bright. Like when they go to the dinosaur world, it looks amazing. It's very colorful. The colors are very vibrant. It looks fantastic. It's probably one of Blue Sky's best looking films, most colorful looking films, in a sense. And while again, there's not much substance to it. There's there are some things that I do like about it. I still like the characters and want them to get out okay, and I still want them to find Sid and such and such, and things certain things like that. And the climax is pretty cool, with of course the dinosaurs, and of course everybody. I'm sure a lot of people agree. Buck the Weasel is awesome. And then the fourth film, also probably not as much style over substance, and to many people's eyes, probably not either, because it looks nice, but well, there's not as much appealing, vast, amazing imagery. Um, uh, but anyhow, what I do like about, at the very least, the fourth film is that, well, as always, the one thing everybody always says is good about the Ice Age films is, of course, about any Ice Age film, is always the tidbits with Scrat. Excuse me. Sorry, burping a lot in this. He is amazing. The slapstick is hilarious and funny, and also Peter Dinklage's bad guy character. Even though I'm sure a lot of people probably don't like his villain character, in some parts he is, I guess, kind of somewhat intimidating, just how he and bat crap and all sorts of things like that. And I did like the dilemma of how Ray Romano Mammoth Manny, obviously, how he's trying to get home. He wants to get home, and his journey, because I think I actually saw some of the bonus features and read that in a sense, this is actually kind of like based on like the Odyssey, the Greek Odyssey, where it's like, of course, the Greek warriors, they go to different places and all. Odysseus, him, just wants to go home and such. He just wants to get back home, in a sense. Yeah. Strangely enough, the fourth film, because of course it has a lot to do with sea, with like the ocean and such, there were like, of course, a lot of things that, like I said, had to do with the ocean. And there's this one scene that I definitely like a lot in the fourth film, where it's like it's right before the climax scene, and it's like it looks like all hope is lost because it's like Manny and of course the others, Sid, Diego, Sid's grandmother, all that stuff. Like they're the iceberg that they're heading towards where they think like Ellie and Peaches are, like they think that they're like they think that everybody's dead, like and Manny's all like sad and like and he's just depressed about it, and I think the one moment like he's all in sadness, but and I think I may need to see it again, but I think it is left in silence right before like Peaches calls out like dad dad all that, like man, like oh man, like how atmospheric. Like, I mean, I think it is probably like just probably like one solid minute, but it's still, I still feel like it would have left an impact. And so, yeah, those are my thoughts on the Ice Age films, like, or at the very least, the sequels. Like, again, not perfect, but still decent and entertaining for what they are. Those are my thoughts, and now the next couple films.